Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you're having a great, wonderful morning, because there's going to be videos coming out today. I'll have probably at least maybe just 3 videos. It is Thanksgiving or close to Thanksgiving, so we're going to be going a little bit slower on the videos today, but I did want to get earlier. Anyhow, it seems that the transgender movement, the trans people, are starting to fail at every offset that they have. Mostly because it seems that they're trying to enter women's sports, which they have succeeded in somewhat, but the opposition is starting to fight back. Women are not dealing with this, and they're getting banned and removed from the said, from the sports. They're not being allowed. There is this, I'm going to be showing you this actual clip here and news article of what's been going on from what happened in the past and what is happening now. Take a look.
Flashback. Club cricket in Melbourne just a few years ago is about to become the first biological male to play international women's cricket. Danielle McGay immigrated to Canada in 2020, transitioned to become a woman in 2021, and is now the opening bat for Canada's T20 cricket team. Now, Caleb, you know about T20 cricket. The idea is to slog it as far and as often as you can, but because women lack the strength of men, they bring the boundary rope right in to help women hit boundaries. A biological man playing in that sport, it'd be like David Warner opening for a primary school cricket team. The article says that that's Danielle, believes any power or timing she has while batting has been honed from years playing the game rather than the physiological benefits of male puberty. And then I love this quote: the perceived strength that trans women have is exactly that. Perceived. So I didn't just hit someone, hit 36 runs off one over. I just perceived them to be hitting the ball out of the park every single time.
It's all in the head.
Of course, even though there is plenty of scientific evidence to the contrary.
Many months later.
Transgender athletes who have gone through any form of male puberty will now be banned from participating in women's cricket, according to the latest decision by cricket's international governing body, the ICC. ICC Chief Executive Jeff Allardyce said the changes were a result of an extensive consultation process, and that while inclusivity is important to the sport of cricket, the priority was to protect the integrity of the women's game. The ruling means Canada's Danielle McGahey, the first transgender cricketer to play in an international match, can no longer represent Canada.
And this is Canada, mind you. More insane than us. And that's saying something. Canada is an interesting group of people. And it seems that they're not even allowing this type of tomfoolery. This allowed insanity to really perpetuate their society. Because they're seeing the dangers and the results of the actual trans people entering their sports. Mostly the males, because for some reason, the women part of the trans, are, for whatever reason, they're not entering a lot of the, male competitions. It's a little odd, don't you think? Bit weird. We have this. Transgender players banned from international women's cricket by ICC. Now, I understand, guys, this is The Guardian, and I'm only going to read a little bit of this, but I have a few articles going over stuff that's going to confirm this, so don't worry. I don't like reading from The Guardian, but this is giving us some context here. The International Cricket Council has become the latest sports body to ban transgender players from the elite women's game if they have gone through male puberty. The ICC said it has taken the decision following extensive scientific review and a 9-month consultation to protect the integrity of the international women's game and the safety of players. And that is all I'm going to read, because we're going to go into the next one. Transgender woman banned from international women's cricket. Now, this is from Sky News. You can say what if you will, but this is a bit more reasonable than we would have with The Guardian, because they're going to have their own stupid stuff in here. But it does say players who went through male puberty banned. Decision follows 9-month consultation process, as we have seen there before. This is what's been going on. So we have this. The transgender women have been banned from international women's cricket. It has been announced. The International Cricket Council said its priority was to protect the integrity of the international women's game and the safety of players. It's also said that the new policy was based on fairness and inclusion, and it means any male to female participants who have been through any form of male puberty will not be eligible to take part in the international women's game, regardless of any surgery or generous reassignment treatment they may have undertaken. The new gender eligibility regulations were formed after a 9-month consultation, with the final decision taken by the ICC board, which features England and Wales Cricket Board Chairman Richard Thompson. The regulations will be reviewed within 2 years. ICC Chief Executive Geoff Allardyce said the changes to the gender eligibility regulations resulted from an extensive consultation process and is founded in science and aligned with the core principles developed during the review. Inclusivity is incredibly important to us as a sport, but our priority was to protect the integrity of the international women's game and the safety of players. The rules only relate to international women's cricket, with gender eligibility domestically left for each national cricket governing body to determine. The current England and Wales Cricket Board position is that transgender women should be accepted in the gender with which they identify, but there's a disparity policy which can be applied when safety concerns are raised about a difference in speed, strength, or skill between players. Its review on transgender policy will consider the new international ban on transgender women from women's competitions. An ECB spokesperson told Sky News, "We continue to review our transgender policy considering exclusivity, safety, and fairness, and will consider these ICC regulations as part of this work." The new international cricket policy reflects World Athletics' decision in March to bar competitors who have gone through male puberty from female world ranking events. So, that is what's going on here. Well, let me put it this way, in the kindest way that I possibly can here. Is that, ladies, it's the inclusivity thing is just not going to work, alright? They have banned these people because obviously no matter what they do, it's just going to cause immense problems. And I even think if they even start the hormones or whatever you want to do, it's still not going to stop anything. They're still going to have more power or whatever. And if it doesn't, they're going to have massive problems with their bone structure and all these other things that it will probably won't lead them to doing sports in the first place, because a lot of these people, a lot of the trans people who are entering these things are doing nefariously and wanting to have easy money and easy fame, besides, wanting to do things. And now we're going to go into this. This person seems kind of angry. He's not very happy about the situation that's been presented to him. So he's lashing out. He really wants to go for the Dukes because, for some other reason, he wants to cheat. Angry Aussie cricket star lashes out as he reveals his career is over after sports bosses ban trans players born as men from women's competitions. Australian cricketer Daniel McGahey has confirmed his career is over after the International Cricket Council banned transgender players born as men from playing women's fixtures at international level. Taking to Instagram, McGahey stated, following the ICC decision, "It is with a very heavy heart that I must say that my international cricketing career is over. As quickly as it begun, it must now end. While I hold my opinions on the ICC decision, they're irrelevant. What matters is the message being sent to millions of trans women today, a messaging saying that we don't belong. No, you don't belong. And I'll rightfully say that at the top of my lungs. You guys do not belong in women's sports. Get the hell out. I don't understand what's so hard to understand. Of course, I do get this one picture though. You guys do want the ability to take over women's sports and to get free money and free publicity, so I understand that part. I promise I will not stop fighting for equality for us in our sport. We deserve the right to play cricket at the highest level. We are not a threat to the integrity or safety of the sport. Never stop fighting." Oh yes, you are. You definitely are a threat to the sport, without a bloody doubt. As it goes on here, it says, McGahey previously played men's club cricket in Melbourne before moving to Canada in 2020. Oh, really? That's a shocker. Where he quickly caught the attention of Cricket Canada selectors due to his prowess at this crease. He began transitioning medically in May of 2021, and in September of this year, McGahey became the first transgender cricketer to take part in an official international match when he represented in Canada in a T20 match against Brazil. In a statement released on Tuesday, the governing body concluded they made the decision, the decision to protect the safety of female players following a 9-month consultation process, which we have already gone over. So yeah, he's saying that they're being unfair. Well, I think they're being incredibly fair, and it's a good thing that a lot of these female sports and other organizations are fighting back, and as they should. We're winning this war, ladies. We're winning this battle that is seeming to be insane, where people might be coming back to normal, so now we just need to make sure that normal stays. Let's keep up the fight. We're winning. Let's go. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted, 'cause it's algorithmic disease, the social media.